Can Video Games Be Good for You? A podcast by Kalist. We spend over 3 billion hours a week playing video games around the world. This includes on consoles, computers, and on our phones. That's over 300,000 years worth of time. There has to be something more, right? Well, there is. I'm going to tell you how video games can help you in big ways and how some might be bad for you. You'll learn about the positive and negative effects of gaming, which games give them to you, and how much of your time and money is worth playing video games. Danny Gallagher tells us what positive effects video games can have on you. This includes a study from the University of Utah that showed that people diagnosed with autism and depression felt empowered after playing certain video games on a daily basis. Another study he found showed that people with stress and depression said that they had become much more relaxed after playing video games. Tish Davidson and Mary Ann Klassen have published information about which video games give off positive effects. They said that educational video games are the ones that provide the most health benefits. However, violent video games have little or no health benefits. They found that games that use shapes, colors, simple addition, and subtraction can help children in preschool. They also found that toddlers can benefit from games that teach the alphabet and numbers. One big question is, how do these video games have positive effects on you? Well, when the video games have complex or fast-paced concepts and problems, playing them improves your cognitive skills because they cause you to strategically think about it. Also, a study from the University of California showed that teenage girls who played Tetris for 3 months had increased brain activity because they had to rapidly rotate and place the puzzle pieces. While there are good things, there are also some bad things about playing video games. Studies have shown that non-aggressive teens who played violent video games became more likely to get into fights than aggressive teens who didn't play violent video games. Most children who play video games do not want to stop. They should have limits on how long they can play so that they don't become antisocial. The video games that have these bad effects on people are usually violent ones with harsh language and lots of gore. This is why they can easily alter a young child's mind to think violently. This is also why they should be kept away from the youth. Tish Davidson and Mary Ann Klassen also say that the amount and degree of violence in video games is an important concern for parents. Monitoring the video games that a child buys or rents and plays is an important way to help deal with this problem. If a child plays a violent video game at an arcade or another child's house, it can be helpful to discuss the difference between games and reality, and also to discuss what the real-life repercussions of the actions taken in the game would be. Only on rare occasion can certain video games not be good for you. Most games, like challenging strategy games, can improve cognitive, working, memory, and reasoning skills. They have helped many people suffering from stress and depression become happier. Other video games, such as educational ones, have also proved to be quite beneficial to young children. Tish Davidson and Mary Ann Klassen go on to say that children often become very involved in video games and do not want to stop playing them. Even educational games should not be played to excess, because playing video games is not a substitute for positive social interaction or traditional learning. Children can also be encouraged to play the games with other children because discussing strategies and problem solving in a group is a positive social activity. Video games should be played in moderation by the youth because this is a critical learning time, and video games do not have the full capacity to substitute for school and other types of education. As children get older, they may expand and extend their video gaming. They shouldn't be playing inappropriate games for their age, but instead cooperative and strategic games with friends and family. If you are going to purchase your own video games for the positive effects, you should make sure they aren't completely violent and immoral. You You should read the description to make sure that the game provides a complex and strategic experience. You should also remember that most of the positive effects are for patients with psychological or physical issues. Unless you have poor motor skills, you don't really need them. If you are in need of any of the positive effects or just want some entertainment that will cheer you up and let you have fun with your friends, video games may be for you. All in all, video games are great for patients or people who are generally stressed and need to relax. Most of their positive benefits apply to all ages, while their negative ones are only for younger children. With video games, you can have fun with your friends and family and get some health benefits out of it too.